Trust me dude, if I did a victory pose like that I'd wear metal armor plating as well. Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever Freedom Planet Profiles. It's the only show where I talk about individual characters and what made them the most popular to begin with. Here to help me with them is my good friend Carol Tea Wildcat.
What's up everyone?
First up is a certain cyborg from Killer Instinct. In the dystopian world of Killer Instinct, there are no governments, no courts, no nations. There is only the megacorporation that controls the Earth.
Walmart I mean Ultratech.
Before Arya's time, to tighten his iron grip even further, Ultratech's chairman plotted to build an army of cybernetic enforcers. Thus, he created the deadly sadistic prototype known as Fulgore.
Fulgore. Now there's a name that will strike fear into your enemies and our friend Lee. Just saying it gives me chills. Standing 6 feet 5 inches with over 500 pounds of reinforced steel, Fulgore is a brutal killing machine, all while rocking a stylish ponytail. Steven Seagal would be proud.
Actually, to dupe people into trusting their cyborgs, Ultratech cleverly designed Fulgore to look the part of an honorable knight, helmet plume included.
Call it what you want, Lilac, that's a ponytail.
Before testing, the prototype even began, Ultratech had sold over 15 million Fulgore units worldwide, and if Robocop's Ed 209 has taught us anything, that's a bad idea.
Someone finally had the bright idea to see if this thing even worked, and entered Fulgore into Ultratech's annual Killer Instinct tournament.
Sure enough, there was a major problem. Fulgore's mechanical body was so advanced, Ultratech's top scientists could not create an artificial intelligence that could operate it efficiently.
Fulgore needed the mind of a true fighting spirit. Enter Eagle, the older brother of current key combatant Chief Thunder.
Eagle had entered a previous key tournament and won. He used his newfound fame to publicly protest the evils of Ultratech. The people rallied, talk of revolution began to seize.
But then some guy at Ultratech, probably the dude who wanted to test Fulgore, was like, hey, let's kill Eagle, stop his revolution, then rip out his brain and drop it in our robot. Eagle mysteriously disappeared, Fulgore started kicking ass, and that guy probably got a promotion.
With the implanted mind of Eagle, Fulgore effortlessly smashed through foe after foe. However, Eagle still lived somewhere within, constantly fighting to overcome his malicious programming and horribly ironic situation.
Fulgore draws from Eagle's traditional Okichita fighting style, which crosses Judo, Taekwondo, and Hapkido with short-range blades.
Like his quad plasma claws, which can cut through almost any metal with temperatures over 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
In addition, he's equipped with everything a badass killer cyborg should have. Plasma storm fireballs, a reflector to bounce back projectiles, a cyber port, a cloaking device, and laser eyes for flare.
And when his foe's time grows short, Fulgore uses one of 4 overwhelming finishers called No Mercies.
I don't even. Where was he keeping that? And how can he even see where he's aiming?
Fulgore's strength is staggering, but where does all this power come from? Hidden within his armored chassis is
that giant freaking turret somehow.
A nuclear reactor, which powers everything at his disposal. Fulgore can manually overclock this reactor, increasing its charge multiple times.
At max charge, he gains a massive power increase, doubling his speed, and allowing him to fire a giant laser of doom, the Devastation Beam. With something like that, he's gotta be unstoppable.
Almost, until he met the warrior monk Jago, who literally tore him apart. Despite the dismemberment, Ultratech still had plans for their mechanical butcher. He was rebuilt, stronger, faster, and reprogrammed with a new mission. Find and kill his rival Jago, a mission Fulgore never completed.
He came so close, but then the little wuss called in his god-slaying sister, Orchid, and double-teamed him into destruction. Still, Fulgore is a monster, annihilating anyone who gets in his way. Well, nearly anyone, bitch.
Well, that's it for the first episode of Freedom Planet Profiles.
So let's spin the wheel to see who will be our next individual character profile when we return.
Freddy Krueger.
No.
No?
No.
Ah. Tune in next time as we profile the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog.